Hi, everybody. This is our first episode of Gate TV podcast. Super excited to be here with you guys today. And we're just going to start off by letting you guys know a little bit about our intentions and what to expect from this going forward. Maybe you guys want to start? First, say who you are, your major, your year, something they don't know about you.
Okay, well, I'll go first.
Okay.
So I'm Christina. I'm a sophomore. I'm majoring in communications with an emphasis in sports media. One thing you don't know about me, me, I'm vegetarian. So, that's it.
Well, I'm Tiffany. I'm a sophomore here. Me and Christina are actually co-presidents, and this is our social media manager here for Gate TV. I am also a communications major with the focus on PR, so this is right up my alley pretty much. And then something you guys don't know about me, I am an only child. Spoiled.
And then, hey guys, Zanaya Curry, more known as Nye. I am a psychology major with a minor in communications. And one thing you don't know about me, I started as a bio-pre-med major, but that did not work out.
Not too much. Tell them why I didn't work out.
Later.
There.
So, the name of our podcast is going to be Diary of a Wingate Student. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and jump in. We have a few questions that we already have printed out for you guys, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. So, Naya, you want to go ahead and start?
Okay, so my first question is, what topics are you most excited about chatting about?
Okay, that's a good question. Personally, I would definitely see talking about growth throughout the semester. So when we talking about what's happening right now in the beginning of classes, and then like following up with you guys and seeing how you progressed and grew over the semester.
Like, I totally agree. Mental and physical growth for sure. Not physical.
I mean, physical. I'm working on getting the gym, y'all.
Yes.
Please let us know some difference.
Yes. So workouts, I can't get them on time. Every time we change the time, every time we're supposed to go every single week, but whatever. And also throughout this podcast, you guys, we are us. We are not going to change how this podcast is just because it's a school podcast. We are who we are, and you will see a lot of our personalities coming out in this podcast. We are actually a real life friend group in real life. And that comes with a lot of its own interesting stuff. So we just feel like we can add on our personality to something super cool and some content that we can put out for students that they can agree with. So back to what you were saying. I'm sorry, I got completely off topic, which happens a lot. But one thing that I'm super excited about us talking about is possibly like just setting up classes or just different events happening around campus, what we feel as Gate TV, like our Gate TV perspective, other students who are interested in being in student organizations and stuff like that, we can help them with that as well. There's a lot of knowledge that we have just from being here from the 2 years that we've been here. So I feel like any of that we can share with people and any of that you guys can give back to us is pretty much the whole point that we have created this podcast for.
That was great. All right. Now, I guess I got to answer my own question. Basically, I really want to take the opportunity of this podcast to kind of get into the nitty gritty of what it is to be a Wingate student. Like, I feel like we all be going through like different, trials and tribulations a little bit, and some people might not have the friend group or whatever, the support system to help them get through that. So I want this to also become sort of like a safe space, and even with I think you mentioned it a little earlier, where y'all can reach out to us and we can like talk about y'all's experiences, or even talking about like stuff that's going on around the world, and just hitting a lot of different things that other people on campus might not be able to talk about. So yeah.
She said it, you guys. You heard it here first.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Look, you want to go ahead and read that question?
I don't know. You go first.
Nah.
We're supposed to be going in order.
We're not about the eeny, meeny, money, bonus.
No, let me tell you what happened.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors. Let me tell y'all what happened. You know how you be in Uno and you gotta hold your cards close? She was looking at my card, y'all.
Stop looking at the cards. Stop it.
Look, y'all. Okay, so what's one thing you hope people take away from this podcast? So I know you had already like dabbled a little bit into it. So finish that.
One thing that I hope people take away, I kind of hit on a little bit, big on the safe space, you know. Hopefully we can help y'all in some way, shape, or form, or even if we're just a little comedic relief to the end of your week or however, you know, you experience us. Like, yeah.
I feel like that sums it up pretty much the best. I feel like as long as you take away something positive, that we've done our job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll never come up here and say anything negative, or it will never be a negative space. Like this is comedy and conversation. That's what we're gonna call it, comedy and conversation.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Well, I definitely agree with y'all. So y'all said it best.
Okay. So we're gonna dive right into some actual, deeper questions, not just about the podcast. But the first question is, do you think it is important to stay involved on campus?
Okay, that's an interesting question. Okay. I want to say definitely yes. I feel like an automatic yes. Only reason I'm going to say that is because what else you going to do? Think about it from that perspective. If you don't get involved, how are you going to grow and learn? Involved, try new things. Mm-hmm. So that's the first step. You got to get involved, and then that progresses into you meet new people, trying new things, and then bam, new goals and careers.
Mm-hmm. And one thing for all of our watchers, Christina has a tendency to say some wild stuff and then explain it, and then it'll make perfect sense. So if she says something crazy, just stick along. It'll continue to make sense as we go on.
And
I promise.
I just want to let y'all know that I'm going to work on that too. It's going to make sense. We'll work on that.
Yeah, what about you, Nye?
Okay, so I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the question?
So the question is, do you think it is important to stay involved in campus?
Okay. All right, let's start that over right quick. Do you think it's important to stay involved on campus? Okay. So when coming to college, I don't know if I was the only one that was watching the little, how to be prepared videos or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that's really one of the main things that they say, like, get involved. And freshman year compared to me now, I think I've done a good job of, trying to put myself out there a little more. And I would say that it has definitely created a more positive environment on campus for me. So I would say, yes, it is important. And as a social media manager, I'm going to take a second to mark it right quick. If you're looking to get involved, we're always looking for new members.
It is important to stay involved on campus. So my freshman year, I was actually not involved on campus at all. It became very hard mental health-wise. When you kind of isolate yourself and you're in your room and you're just focusing on school, because we're here to focus on school, but we live here, we kind of live at school, so you have to stay involved, to get out of your shell, get out your comfort zone, to grow as a person. And I feel like by starting this club, when me and Christina were just talking about it and bringing Nye on and meeting her, it's just been, we've kind of created something pretty great just by coming out of our comfort zone and meeting new people and creating something of our own. So I definitely think it's very important to stay involved on campus. And one thing about Wingate, you guys, is that if there isn't something on campus that you're interested in, you can create that. Me and Christina didn't see anything on campus. Well, there are other things on campus that we're involved in. There are plenty of things. But we didn't see anything on campus where it was just a bunch of people coming together and creating content. So we created it. It came with its own trials and tribulations, but it was pretty easy to get us off the ground and get started. So hopefully I do hope going forward we'll also be able to talk about that as well. But I do think it's important to stay involved.
And I feel like you made a very good point there. Like, if you don't find something that you want to get involved in, make it,
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you have to make your own experience.
Okay, I think I have the next question. So, what's one word of advice for a person moving on campus and soon starting classes?
get an agenda or something. Organize yourself.
Plan
Organize yourself.
Calendar.
Do not procrastinate.
Oh, get out the room. Just like, I know that's probably not going to make no sense, but when you get on campus, leave your room, walk around for a little bit, go find your classes, meet some people, get out your comfort zone, and that'll spice it up. That'll add a little flavor. You know?
And if y'all don't take nothing else from this section, communicate with those professors. I promise you, it will take you so far.
Yes.
Yes.
She ain't said another word. Yes. Exactly.
I think that's really the main one. Like, you know, get out there, put yourself out there, even if you're a little shy.
Oh yeah, and go to like random club meetings too. Like I know they be doing like little just fun stuff. Just go try new stuff.
Yeah, try something new. Get out your comfort zone. You're away from home for like a lot of our first times ever being away from home. So it's a big thing to be alone.
Yeah.
Try and find some people, and if you don't find people, there are other things to do on campus too. There's so much to do.
Yeah.
You really, like I said, you gotta make your own experience. It's only as much as you put out. You can only receive as much as you put out. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't expect it to just come to your door.
Yeah. I wish. I'm tired.
But look, speaking of tired though, I'm gonna hop in that next question.
Okay.
What has been the biggest challenge since you've been in college?
Going to class. No, stop. That's a joke. That is a joke.
Is it?
To all my professors, that is a joke.
I'm gonna be honest. That attendance, I be going though. We're still here.
I don't know.
Wait, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was realizing that we didn't answer the question when you started
my
laughing.
bad.
Okay, definitely just going to get extra help. And I think, you know, with these college classes, they're a little different than, you know, the usual when you was in high school. So just, you know, taking time and going to tutoring or going to the library just for some quiet time to study. That was a challenge for me at first, just to sit some time down and, you know, lock in with my academics.
I think college overall, like this whole experience is a lot in itself. Like, and I feel like people who have not been here really do not understand because, child. But
that's why I feel a lot for like first generation kids as well, because I know like if my mom and my dad and my grandparents hadn't already gone, I'm a third generation college student. Like if I could go to these people and be like, this is what's happening,
and even at this, you know,
they just sometimes, right? They don't be helping sometimes too. But like even on some days when I'm just having a rough day and they send you a little money just to go up the street and get you something to eat, like because they understand, like you're hungry, like you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it's just it helps a lot. So I do feel for those first gen students. Yeah. We got a little bit off topic there, but to reel it back in, my biggest struggle since I've been on campus is probably being away from my family. I have lived my entire life. My parents live 2 miles away from each other. My grandparents live 5 miles away from them. My uncles, my aunts, all in the same area. So for me to come 3 hours away from home to a small school, I'm also a city kid, a small school in the country, this was a lot. This was a big jump from going around family all the time to like a bunch of people I didn't know in the middle of nowhere. So it's definitely been my biggest challenge, but I met you guys. Y'all are like my favorite people ever. I'm with them all the time, 24/7. You probably have never seen me without them. Very much my emotional support getting me through. But yeah, that's probably the biggest challenge I've had is definitely getting used to the new community and my surroundings for sure.
Yeah. And you can go ahead. Even from like in contrast, out of state.
Like I did want to ask like how that is because you guys are out of state students. I'm not even out of state.
So Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised.
Rep your city.
Coming from. Anyway, but honestly, being out of state, like I knew I wanted to get out, so that wasn't necessarily the biggest challenge. But honestly, like being in a new state, a new city, like I didn't know nobody coming here. Like it was really just like I said, that on top of all the stuff that already comes with college, which I know this was a previous question, but going back to that, I hope we can really like dive into that because like we want y'all to understand that we understand you, you know? But yeah, and weaving through like who should be in your circle and who shouldn't, that's also been a big challenge based off some stuff that's been going on. But
can I add something really quick?
Yeah.
I do also want to say that even though we are friends and we're friends, we are all completely different people.
Yeah.
We operate completely different. We have completely different paths. Nothing about us is the same at all. I promise. I guarantee you. We've tried to find it. We can't find it. We are not very similar. So any problem that you guys may have or may ask us about, I really feel like you have some really good variety of it, pertaining to one of us because we are completely different people. Oh, yeah. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to add that.
But no, that was mostly it. Really just like this whole experience has been a lot, and we still got 2 more years left. Like, yeah. It's. I really hope we can. I know this is like an introduction video, so hopefully we can get a little more into that. Like, we're just brushing over topics right now.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But we'll be able to dedicate more videos and time to like getting into the topics. Okay. This is just kind of an introduction to us, who we are, and so that you guys can kind of feel our energy and decide if this is something that you want to watch.
Right. And honestly, give us a chance. You might not, you might not understand the first episode, but I promise our personalities will come out.
At least 3 strikes. Let's throw a little sports in there. You know what I'm saying? 3 strikes, then we out. No. Okay.
Hopefully we're not out, but
well, at least we got 2 more videos before we're out. Like, yeah, okay. Like, let's make some shit. That makes sense. Like, okay. I do want to also add that we are the executive board of Gate TV.
Hello.
This is us. Hi.
Put a face with a name.
Right. Face with the name. So if you guys ever see us at a table or anything, feel free to come up to us. Ask us any questions you want, any segment ideas you may have. If you could describe yourself academically with 1 word, how would you and why? I'll kick that one off. I know it's my question, but I'll go ahead and kick myself off. I'm a procrastinator. Yes, I am aware. Mommy, hi Mom. It was your fault. It was you, Mookie. I love you, but I procrastinate to no end, and I have literally had to reprogram my mind to say, as soon as I get this assignment, let me do it right now because I'm not coming back to it.
You said mom, and I just remembered that my parents. So, but I'm gonna be completely transparent because, like I said, this is a safe space. Y'all, I'm lazy. Like, yes, I want to be here. Like, oh my gosh, that degree is gonna feel so good. But we've been in school so long, and it's stressful. It's tiring. So sometimes the attendance be lacking a little bit, or sometimes you miss an assignment here or there. But as long as that GPA stay nice, you looking right.
So, public service announcement. Also, we do want to say for people who are struggling with schoolwork, there are also
resources. Yes, this is not us encouraging you to be bad students.
Oh yeah, no.
This is just us being honest about the things that we struggle with and the things that we do. And I really do appreciate you for being honest about that on here. And because it's hard. It really is hard. Being a college student, this is not easy by any stretch of the imagination, and you just won't make it here if you don't want to be here.
Yeah. And honestly, reward yourself for the little improvements each semester. Like it's okay. It's not okay to beat yourself up, but it's okay to be a little hard on yourself sometimes, especially when it pushes you to do better. But also celebrate the little things, the little accomplishments. Like, I think it definitely it helps with mental health and just a lot of other stuff. Like, celebrate the little things as well.
I definitely agree. So, to answer the question, 1 word to describe, I would say.
Oh, 1 word. Oh, we said a lot of words, but I think procrastination was my 1 word.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It was mine.
Okay.
1 word to describe my academic right now, I think would definitely be butterfly. Last semester, I felt like a caterpillar. Like, I was trying to bloom. I was working, but I didn't meet my full potential. So this season, I'm on my butterfly type stuff. Like, I'm grinding. I'm getting out my shell. I'm blooming and stuff. So that's how I feel. That's what I would describe it.
Period.
I know. I'm taking you seriously. I promise. But you remember how you said Christina?
You see me saying stuff.
Look,
and then it won't make any sense, and then she'll come back to it and explain.
It all adds up.
It will.
I'm gonna give y'all the quick rundown right now.
I told you, I literally, this is my first friend on campus.
Hey,
I've been listening to this crazy stuff a long time.
I'm gonna tell y'all the key takeaway.
Listen to that crazy stuff a lot.
It's all love, but it be wild sometimes. Like
the key. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The key takeaway. One thing about me, I'm gonna tell you, it may not be in the way you wanted to hear it, but it's gonna be in a way you should have heard it, and that's the key takeaway. So the key takeaway.
It's not the delivery, it's the message.
No,
it's not the delivery.
Don't let them convince you of what they say.
Y'all come check me out. If y'all need a hype man, that's my side hustle. All the crazy stuff right there.
No. Do not hit her up for that, because she will do it and embarrass you.
She really will.
But make sure y'all tap in if you would like to come on a podcast.
Yeah.
We would love to have you here.
It's open floor. We're also going to have forums as well after our videos and on our Instagram page where you guys can come, put questions that you want us to answer or anything that you guys want us to talk about on this podcast, because this is all about you guys and it is about us as a Wingate community. And we'll also be having guest appearances as well that we're super excited about, and we have a lot of stuff in the works, so stay tuned, you guys. That is pretty much our episode for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really sad to see you guys go. We have had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like this has been a lot of fun.
I feel like it definitely over time, like you get more comfortable, and it did what it did what it's supposed to get.
It did.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for some new topics. Like
you guys,
I can't wait to dive.
Really send some stuff in for us. We'll talk about anything you guys want to talk about,
or even if you need some advice.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that.
Advice.
We're gonna advise all that.
DMW.GateTV on Instagram. I'll respond
right here.
Right here.
I love how I'm doing all this and I'm the one editing.
She in fact did not end up editing.
Y'all stop putting your hand out. Put your hand away. Editing is a whole other beast. But if you guys also want to learn how to edit, we do that too at Gate TV.
Gate TV.
Hey, join. Hey,
come on. And that's that.
Behind the camera, in front, and then
period.
Hey, you'll be right here in this very seat.
But okay, you guys, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the post notifications, and we will be having these podcast videos coming up once every 2 weeks. We'll be putting these out for you guys. So make sure you guys send us in questions at our Instagram, like they said, wu.gatetv. Bye, guys.